guys, my name is Fred Russell, your Pampered Chef guy, and today we're going to make homemade banana bread. We're going to put it in our brownie pan to make it, but the first thing I need to do is chop these nuts. And to chop these nuts, I'm going to pour them into my twist and chop. And when I turn it on, the blue lights come on and I can pulse it, or I can let it go on. And I'm going to do a little pulse. The blade goes up and down on it. That should be good right there. That's just how I want it. So we'll get this out of the way. Okay, now we're going to start with our flour. Need 1 3/4 cup. Your bag is the way that I've always been taught, is that you pull it up and pull it out like this, because you don't want to pack it. If you pack it, you're going to get the wrong measurement. So we like to scoop it so it aerates it a little bit, and then you can take, this spoon is large enough, you can take it and do this, and you have a perfect cup of flour. We're going to put that in our sifter. And I need 3/4 cup of flour. So we're going to get that. How are you guys doing today? What are you making in your kitchen? Let me know in the comments. Do you like making banana bread? Do you like eating banana bread? Who's for that? I'm for eating some banana bread. And as you can see, I'm for making it too. All right, there's our 3/4 in. We'll set this back out of the way. And then we're going to give this a little sift into our bowl. And then if you have any lumps or chunks left, you just throw those out. But everything come out clean. So that's wonderful. Okay, next, gotta get my recipe book here, guys. We've got to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is the baking powder. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon. These are the Pampered Chef teaspoons. They click and lock in together, so you can keep them all together. All right, there's a teaspoon. Baking soda. Let's see what I need next. Next, we're going to do baking soda. That was baking powder. We're going to do 1/4 of the baking soda. Soda goes in. All right, and then as you get through with ingredients, you can just pass them out of your way and keep what you're working on in touch, so that you can have it all within reach. Is a good idea. Then we're going to do the salt and cinnamon, 1/4 of salt. Salt. All right, let's see what's next. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We've got the Pampered Chef Kornite Cinnamon here. This is the best on the market. It's what a well-known company that uses cinnamon uses. 1 teaspoon. The cinnamon. I like cinnamon in mine. And then we're going to give that a little mix. Trying to mix things up here. Next we need to do the bananas. We need 1.5 cups ripe mashed bananas. We're going to use what we call this in our house is the hamburger smasher. But today it's going to be a banana smasher. So we're just going to smash up our banana. We've got some bananas that have got a little ripe here. You can see they've got a little ripe on them. That's what you want. You don't want to use fresh bananas. You want to use bananas that are ripe. All right, let's smash those up and see what we get. You don't have to smash them up really too much because the blender is going to get them, the mixer. Here. All right, there's 1 cup going in. Have used it for something else. So that's a 1/2 cup there. 1.5. Okay. Then we need 2 large eggs. I've got my eggs here, and what I like to do, I don't like to crack my eggs into the mix where everything's going on. I like to do it separately, just in case I get a shell in it. I can easily get the shell out. So that looks good, can go in. Those eggs crack good. I hadn't had eggs crack that good in a long time. That must have been a good chicken. All right, we got that going in. And then we've got a 1/2 cup melted butter. The pecans will go in last. 1/2 cup butter. Oh, and I forgot my sugar. Got to put in my sugar. And then we've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now this is the Pampered Chef Madagascar Double Strength Vanilla. It is really good. Now you don't really need to use a full teaspoon because it's double strength. So you can put 1/2. In so that it's not so. Let's give this a mix. Because we're using the mixer, it's going to get those bananas mashed up a little more, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is kind of a thick batter. It doesn't have that much liquid in it. We're just going to give it a good mix. Just like that. And then next, they get chopped up any more than they already are. And I chopped them up kind of fine because some people have, you know, a chewing thing. So we're going to use the spatula give them a mix and get those nuts mixed in. Just like that. Very nice. Clean up a little bit. I'm kind of a messy cook, but my wife tells you, please clean as you go, so I'm cleaning as I go. Okay, now we're going to use the brownie pan. It's the Pampered Chef brownie pan. We like how they come out. They come out in individuals, and we really like how they turn out. So we're going to give them a quick spray. And then I've got the Pampered Chef, I believe this is the large scoop. So we're going to do a scoop in each hole. Okay. All right, anybody excited to make this recipe? Let me know in the comments what's going on if you're ready to make this recipe. It's real easy, comes together. Good way to use your bananas up. And generally, if you cook in the kitchen, you've already got the flour, the sugar, the baking soda, the baking powder, vanilla, cinnamon. If you do any kind of cooking or baking, you usually have got those on hand. So we just get this in the here. Now this is going to go into a 350-degree oven. 350-degree oven for about how long? How long do you cook them? How long do you cook them in the oven?
About 30 minutes until a toothpick comes out.
30 minutes. Okay. I didn't know if these went less time.
They do go less time than the oven.
Well, no, the loaf pan.
It goes less time than the oven.
Yeah, less time than the loaf pan. So I'm going to get this into the oven. Here's what it looks like, guys. Now, the other good thing about that pan is if you're doing something, say, for your church, and you want to wrap them up individually, you've got them where you can wrap them up nice individually. They're square. They're a little bit different than a round muffin. So they're a little square, kind of adds a little flavor to the character of it. So we're going to let those bake, and then we'll come back and let you know what they look like, okay? It's time to check them. Let's see what they look like. They look real nice. Comes out clean. They look good. They're nice and brown. I think they're ready, guys, for a few minutes. And then see if I can get one and show you what they look like. They're so, look at there. Now, is that not nice? That's nice right there. So I hope that you like this recipe. Hope you make you some banana bread. Let me know in the comments if you make it, how they turn out. And this is Fred Russell, your Pampered Chef guy. We'll see you on the next video. And there'll be a link in this video too if you want to get some of these products. I'll make that available to you as well, okay? So we'll see you next time. Bye for now.